Hey you guys, welcome back to another moment in time where you get to level up with Jenna. Hi! In a previous video, I left you hanging. I left you at tip number 4. I'm gonna put the link somewhere. I cut off the video. We were at 15 minutes deep and I just thought it was too much information to try to consolidate in one video and make it short. I wanted the information to be, as descriptive, as elaborate as possible. I didn't want to just briefly touch on a subject. I really wanted to take my time and explain the points for you guys because I wish I had this when I was going into hospitality. I just felt like I needed to come on here really quickly because I'm editing and I'm like, whoa. Like I need to start off the video. I can't just continue to tip number 4. I needed to come on here and, start this off for you or whatever because I'm a really nice person. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for leveling up with Jenna. Please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share with anyone that you think might benefit from watching this, from having Jenna in their lives. I think we all benefit from having Jenna in our lives, but okay, all right. Let's go. Let's get into this tips, y'all. Continuing on to tip number 4. You have to know your stuff, aka product knowledge. You have to know what you're working with. When you work in a restaurant, you have to know your menu. Even if you're new at the establishment, obviously you're not going to know the fine details, like what oil, what oil is the shrimp fried in. No, you don't need to know that it's canola oil, but you need to have an idea of the menu that you are serving. So let's get into the sub tips for product knowledge. First, you knowing your stuff impresses your customer. If your customer is impressed by you, they will be more confident in you, which means that if you suggest something, they're more likely to go for it, which in turn makes you sell more. Because they're going to go for it, they're going to accept whatever you said. Well, not whatever you suggest to them, but many of the things that you suggest to them, they will go for it, which means that they're spending more money. That's more expenditure coming your way, more chances of you making tip. Knowing your stuff also helps you take your orders quickly. It helps you speed up your service, which means it helps you be more productive during the course of the day. If you can speed up your guests' dining experience or lunching experience, whatever it is, and you have more turnaround, that means more possibilities of tips. The more tables you can serve at one shift, the more money you will make. Knowing your stuff also helps with sensitive things such as allergies and religious restrictions. You know what to suggest to your customer and what to avoid. If they order something that you know might be detrimental to their health, you can straight away advise them, warn them. You can save a life. So it's very important to know what you're doing. Product knowledge is so important because not only does it help you manage expectations. So imagine someone orders a medium rare steak and the other person orders a well done steak. Let them know it will take a bit of time because the well done steak requires more time on the fire, whereas a medium rare would be good to go in the next 5 to 10 minutes, but a medium well or a well done steak requires more time. So knowing your stuff then also helps you upsell. Why? Because whilst that table that is waiting for that medium well steak is just sitting there, you can say something along the lines of, seeing as the lady's steak will take a little bit more time, would you like to order a starter to keep you going while she waits for your food? Would you like to order a cocktail while she waits for your food? You see, so having product knowledge helps you upsell, it helps you manage your customers' expectations, and that is so important. I got gems for days, baby. Stick with me. Okay, moving on to tip number 5. Upsell. Upselling is so important when working in a restaurant. It's a sales business. It's a sales industry. You're there to make money. So when you can upsell products to a table, you are winning at life. A quick and easy way to upsell working in a diner. If someone orders a burger, would you like cheese and bacon with that? Remember to always be honest and frank with your customers. If you are going to upsell them something that has an extra cost, be honest about it. Most people don't mind. They're there to eat, and as long as the food is good, they do not mind paying. Use terms like at just £1 extra, at only £1.50 extra. When you say only, just, they automatically, oh, that's nothing. Yes, yeah, please, go ahead. Oh yeah, that's no problem. That's no problem. problem. Tip number 6, attention to detail. I'm getting ready to go into sub-tips, little subcategories, because this is a loaded one, okay? And I want to make sure that you take away everything you need from this video. Take away as much information that will equip you with the skills, with that readiness to go out there and make that extra money, okay? That's why I'm here. Firstly, try not to let your customers' drinks go empty. Whenever you have a glass, let's say, I don't know. Okay, let's say this is the glass. My pen is the glass. If the drink hasn't reached the middle, you do not need to suggest another drink because they're still battling that drink. But once they are like almost at a quarter down, like they have like this much to go on the cup, they have like a quarter left, boom, get in there. Okay? Don't waste time. Don't waste time, baby. Get in there and suggest another drink. Or if you know their food is getting ready to come out, you can go in smoothly. Be the smooth operator. Get in there and say, your food's getting ready to come out. I'm getting ready to come serve your food. Put some condiments in there. What condiments can I get for you? What sauces can I get for you? Would you like ketchup, mayo? I don't know. And then you could say, would you like another round of your drinks to go with your food? Then they'll think, oh yeah, our drinks are about to finish, our food is coming out. Yeah, let's have another round of that. Or, you know, if it's a more mature couple and they're getting some steaks with, you know, some veggies on the side, or they're getting a pasta, you know that you have a nice bottle of wine that will complement their meal, and that's where product knowledge is very important. And this is an upselling technique as well. You have a bottle of wine, suggest that bottle of wine. Most people, if they are especially on a romantic night out, or someone is trying to impress their partner, or when they're just tired of life and they want to have a good time, they will go for it. Make sure that your table has everything they need. One of the things that I learned to do was to have like a tray with all of my cutlery ready. So whenever I needed to, you know, give new sets of cutlery, knives and forks, I had it ready to go. Whenever I needed to give napkins or serviettes, as you guys say in the UK, I had it ready to go. So that I don't have to keep making trips back and forth to the table. It makes you look disorganized and it takes away from your time and your productivity. Like, I'm at work, I'm trying to make the most of my time so that I can make the most money, okay? And when you look organized whilst you're working, it just gives that extra, I don't know, that extra je ne sais quoi to your service. The guests, it really impresses people. Like, they might not say it, they might not realize it, but I think internally they feel like, this is nice, you know? Is it Maya Angelou that once said, people will forget what you said and people will forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. It's like little things adds to the customer experience. It just makes their journey through the restaurant just so much more enjoyable. So be mindful of the little things. I'll finish off attention to detail by mentioning that it is so important to check back. I feel like check back should have even been its own tip. Its own major tip or category, whatever we're calling this. Checking back on your guests when they have their food is essential. First of all, if their food is not cooked properly or not cooked to their request or their standard, whatever, that is your chance to rectify the situation. You need to know that straight away. Now, I always suggest to check back twice. Why? Because most people get shy to say something, so I let them take the first one. So within 5 minutes of serving food, I will go in and check back. Everyone okay? Oh, it's really quiet over here. That means everyone's enjoying their food. If it's like something delicate like steak, is your steak cooked well? Yes, okay. Now, one thing I realized working in the UK is that British people, they're not forward. When I worked in Holland, the Dutch are so honest and direct and forward straight away. If there is an issue, you will know they have an issue. But British folks are so polite. They're way more sensitive. They will feel some type of way to tell you that something is wrong. So you really have to get that out of them. So check back twice. If you have checked back on your guests twice and they do not mention anything being wrong, at the end of their dining experience, if they try to get money off of the bill, because my food wasn't cooked properly, my chicken tikka wasn't masalaing, you can say, listen, that chicken tikka masala, because I came around twice and I asked you and you said there was nothing wrong. It also I'm so petty, don't mind me, but it shows that you care. If you come around twice and you genuinely inquire about their meal, it shows that you really care about their dining experience. And it makes people feel good. It makes them feel valued. It makes them feel important. You want to make people feel important, because important people are happy people, and happy people spend money. Okay, so now let's go on to our last major tip. Of course, this is another one that's loaded because I got the goods. What can I do? This is just who I am. And it's not the final tip, it's not the end all, but I'm gonna conclude it here. Anything else I think of, I'll put it into another video. But know when to let go. And this is one of the things I wish I knew when I first started working in hospitality, because it took me about 3 or 4 months to get it going. Because it was just so awkward at the end. Like, I always felt like, oh my God, if I go up to the table, will they feel like I'm trying to rush them off? Listen, people come to a restaurant to eat and then go about their business. So it was natural that at the end of the service, at the end of their dining experience, we have to say goodbye. They had their starters, they had their mains, they had desserts, they had drinks, they had coffee afterwards. Man, what else they gonna do? Ain't nothing else to do. It's time to say goodbye. So the minute you see, most people are very straight. Like, they'll put the card on the table, boo-boo. They don't even need to tell you anything. You know the card is on the table, they want their bill. Or they will make eye contact, or you will just see. So one bonus tip, know how to preempt your customers' needs. If you see someone is sitting at the table and they're doing a whole bunch of this, it's because they're trying to get someone's attention. Go there. Even if you get there and they don't need anything, at least it shows that you are attentive. One of the things that I used to love to do was personalize my receipts. I used to always put like thank you there, and remember, like, it's the little things. So I used to put like little notes on the receipt, thank you, I'll put a smiley face, I'll put a heart, flower, something quick, whatever is quick. If it's someone that I spoke to in a different language, or that I know that, you know, they're from a different place, I will put thank you in their language. If someone is graduating, or someone got married, or someone's birthday, I will personalize the message on the receipt. It shows that you were attentive to the conversation, that you honestly care about, and it makes all the difference. I mean, I have stories and stories to tell you why this really works, but we don't have time. You don't have time to hear it. We don't have time. just be mindful of it. Try it out and see how you feel about it. Also, try to take the payment straight away. Once someone has expressed to you that they're ready to pay, they have to go, try to take their payment straight away. There's nothing worse than being in a restaurant, you need to go, and you can't because you haven't been able to pay, or because you're trying to get someone's attention and you don't know whether you should go up to them or you should wait for them to come to you. You don't know how the payment process works. That is so annoying. Once you see your customer is ready to go get the bill, get the card machine, give them the bill. When it's like groups of people, then everyone wants to work out what they're gonna pay. I'm paying $14.75 and you're paying $13.73. Then give them time. But if it's one card on the table, most of the times it's a family or it's a couple, and you can see that they're getting ready to pay straight away, go with the card machine, take the payment straight away, and boom, boom, pow. Always thank a customer. Whether the experience was good, whether it was bad, whether they were rude, whether whatever they were, you thank them. This is customer service 101. Customer first, you after. And if they tip, I used to feel weird to say thank you for the tip. So how I would express my gratitude for that extra shmoney that I got, I would look at the receipt, or I would look at the money that they gave, and I'll be like, thank you so much. It shows them that you are so appreciative of that £3.56 they gave when they could have given you £5. But you know what? Listen, every little count, every little helps, all right? We're like Tesco. Every little helps. Because when you combine it at the end of your shift, it's a lump sum. Another thing of being attentive to your customer, not only do you avoid someone else taking your tip, but also you avoid walkouts. Imagine someone gets tired of waiting for you when they just get up and walk out, like if they're bold enough. Imagine your establishment is near like a metro station or underground. They get in the underground and that's it, they're gone. How are you gonna chase them? You can't. So now you have a walkout of $200 or $300 pounds because you didn't move quicker. I know sometimes it's difficult when you have a lot of people in at the same time. If you're working like in a section of the restaurant, you have to move. You just have to figure out how to do it, but you can do it. I know you can, because if I could do it, you could do it. That leads me to another bonus point for you. I'm just filled with bonus points. I'm just so generous. Listen, you have to know how to multitask when you work in this industry. When you are working in a restaurant, in a bar, in any type of hospitality establishment, you need to know how to multitask. You need to be able to do a couple of things at the same time, be productive. And one thing I will say is, do not get discouraged if you do not get tips, okay? Sometimes people are going through something. Maybe they want to experience a day of eating out because they haven't done it in such a long time, but they're counting their coins and they can't tip you, or I don't know, they come from a culture where people don't really tip, so there's a particular culture around here that does not tip, and I've just come to expect it. So if they tip me, I'm very grateful, but if they don't, I don't go, crying my eyes out because they didn't tip me. At the end of the day, they don't have to. They paid for their food. It's not mandatory to pay gratuity, at least not in the United Kingdom. It's not. Don't internalize it. Just do the best you can. And, do not get discouraged if one table doesn't tip you. The next table will tip you double. There are good days and bad days, so it is what it is. All right, you guys, I hope these 7 tips filled with sub-tips. You got tips for days. If you take anything from this video, I hope you take that happy people spend money. So make sure you cater to your guests, to your clients, make them happy, and they will, in turn, make you happy. With some extra change, okay? Guys, please do not forget to subscribe if you've made it this far. Please let me know any tips that you apply when you work in retail that make you get extra money at the end of a shift. Tips that maybe I did not mention or I do not know. Let's help each other. Let's discuss in the comment section below respectfully, and let's grow. I hope you continue being amazing, because I know I'm going to continue being amazing. Together, we will be bombastic. Stick with me, kid. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.